Meeting called to order. Can we get a roll call?
Dr. Robinson? Here. Mr. West?
Here.
Dr. Bunt? Here. Mrs. Ware? Here. Mr. James?
Here. All is present. Item number 3, can we have adoption of the agenda? If anything needs to be changed or added at this time?
I want to move personnel.
Personnel to move to executive session. Okay, that it? Can we get approved?
I move that we approve the agenda as amended. Second.
Been moved and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Passes 5-0. Item number 4. Any, no public comment. Okay. No? All right, item number 5, recognition and presentation. 5.1.
Mr. James and members of the board, we have been meeting with Mr. Booth and Caroline Ingram about the Mississippi tree planting project, and they have been working extensively here in Natchez, and they have a short presentation to give to the board on this evening.
Okay.
I have a few handouts.
Thank you.
Hi. Thank you for letting us come speak with you today. My name is Caroline Ingram, and this is my coworker, Misty Booth. And we work for Green Infrastructure Center, and we're working with the Trees Mississippi Assistance Program, and we've been working with the city, and we'd like to hopefully work with the schools. So Trees Mississippi Assistance Program is funded through the USDA Forest Service, and this grant is administered by the Mississippi Forestry Commission. So first of all, Green Infrastructure Center, who we are, we're a nonprofit. We're based out of Virginia. We do have a very diverse team. We help communities manage their green assets, and that's just kind of a rundown of who we are. Next one. So the Trees Mississippi Assistance Program that we're working under, this is a comprehensive technical assistance program. We do provide support for 2+ years. We help with development of urban tree programs, planning and planting. I will go ahead and say that this program covers the cost of all the trees and supplies associated with that. So the school wouldn't have to come out of pocket for any of those materials. Next one. This is a project that is kind of in 2 phases. The first phase is community scale planning. So we've worked with the city of Natchez since about this time last year. The first part, we worked with the Tree Canopy Advisory Committee. This was primarily made of municipal departments, and we did municipal level reviews. So we were looking at codes and environmental services, did a lot of mapping. And from this project, from this work, we came up with several strategies to help maintain and improve the existing tree canopy within the city. And then we put these strategies out to the public via an open house. And from that, we got feedback that kind of gave us an idea of where the TCAC and the public would like to plant. Next slide. And something that came out of this was a real focus by the Tree Canopy Advisory Committee and the public really wanted to focus on engaging the schools. It was identified as a high priority, so when we did all the mapping, one of the areas of interest were the city schools. We mapped them, and you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see the slides, but it gives you an idea of how many trees can be planted on each campus, and it has the different schools broken out. And for the record, like, our project is limited to planting on public areas. So that's one of the reasons we're focusing on schools. Next slide. So we're moving into the neighborhood scale implementation, which is going from the larger city level down to a closer, more grassroots neighborhood level. We talked about prioritization of the schools. So we're moving into talking about planting locations and the tree planting project committee. Next slide. So we talked about different schools that it could be, we could work at. And so Natchez High School and the middle school campuses have high planting potential. And the high school has some trees out there that could be replaced. And then there's a huge lawn out at the middle school campus that could also be a planting area. Next slide. We also did a site visit to Gilmer McLaurin back earlier this year. As you can see, those are both at the playgrounds, and neither of them have any trees out there. So where we're moving into is the tree planting project committee, which we're looking for a school neighborhood liaison position. And this would be someone that's involved with the schools who can really champion the project. This is a paid position, very part-time, but would really be kind of getting the community involved, helping get members of like volunteers together in the actual tree planting project committee. And that would be members that would compose this committee would be school staff, maybe retired educators, members of the PTA or civic clubs, and we would really like to involve some students, like high school students, and get them involved. This isn't just a committee that's just, you say I'm on this committee. We do have 4 2-hour workshops. At the end of this, we have a design charrette. So we have the tree project, and we're actually going to design them out. So it's not just, we're planting some trees. And then at the end of that, we're gonna have a public open house to be able to present what we're gonna do to the public. And then there's the planting project. So that'll be a large scale planting project. And if there is hardship with folks that are trying to want to be on the planting project committee, we do have stipends available in the form of gift cards. Next one. And to leave you with a kind of happy, this was the tree planting we did on Arbor Day back at McLaurin. And the whole second grade came out. And we planted the magnolia, but we also planted a ginkgo, which will be golden in the fall, so kind of school colors. And then we planted an oak tree as well. And the whole grade got out to help plant, so it was really nice. And with that, I'll be happy to take any questions.
Yeah, I have a couple. I think you mentioned, how tall will these trees come over a period of time?
So that depends. So this project is actually driven by what the committee wants. So they're coming up with the design. So they could do something that's like, we want a larger kind of denser canopy. So maybe you want something that's not like a forest, but denser canopy trees. Or you could do something like a food forest, just an orchard, fancy term for an orchard. So this project is going to be designed out by, however, it's driven by the committee.
Is this similar to the Master Gardens? Or will Master Gardens be a part of it? Because see down at the extension office, that's where they meet a lot, the Master Gardens. And then they've also planted a lot of flowers in front of the extension building. So are any of those people gonna be involved?
Yes, ma'am.
Master Gardens, yes.
So we have two members of the Tree Canopy Advisory Committee that we would like to carry over to the Tree Project Committee, just for the institutional knowledge. And one is Ryan Porter, he's with Parks and Rec, and he's kind of been our cheerleader this whole time. And then from the Master Gardeners, we've got Teva Cardinal, and she's been very involved with what we're doing. She's been great.
In case there's some expansion which is may happen years from now, these trees would be planted in such a way where it would not inhibit that kind of thing, right? Expansion of schools and stuff.
Yes, that's correct. We would plan the planting, however y'all would like to design it. And if there's, kind of an idea on what the expansion would be, maybe not plant something up close to the building or so that you can kind of see where the expansion would be. And then if potentially if the expansion does occur, it could be something where you're going to lose the tree, but you can, in the future replant it.
Madam Superintendent, will we have somebody on staff who's doing this process, over a period of time to be able to at least keep up with what's being done in the design and all that kind of thing?
Absolutely. The next step in this process is to form a committee, and that committee would include district employees as well as members of representatives of this organization and community members in order to design this project. So no, it wouldn't just, we would help direct how this project would proceed.
So that we have input from
Absolutely.
maintenance.
Absolutely.
We would hope to have members of maintenance on the team.
Have y'all been successful with Japanese maples at all in the South, planting some? They're so wonderful if they're worked,
Yeah.
because their leaves are nice and they don't get too big. And I've always wondered why we can't have more and they have fall color, so I've always wondered why we can't
They're a
have
little
Japanese
finicky.
maples around the schools.
That's why you don't see them, is they're a little finicky. Our arborist might be able to speak more to that, but I mean,
They're very finicky. They're very site specific.
Well, over in DeRidder, Louisiana, there's a nursery that just grows them for the South. And so because if they grow in this sort of our hot weather, you can make them grow. And so I know that
There's probably some varieties.
the varieties that work. I've
suited.
got one in one of my neighbor's yard, and it's just the joy of the neighborhood. So if we can at all get some Japanese maples, they're not like crepe myrtles, they're not like magnolias, because that's a lot more work. And so that's why it's a great plan, y'all. Thanks so much.
And one other thing, on the crepe myrtles that she just mentioned, there are some out in front of the high school and the middle school. And I noticed when I was driving in from time to time, not in this area, but in other areas, in certain other areas of the city, and maybe this is not for you all, but I think we need to keep in mind, we need to have those crepe myrtles limbed, because you can't see the schools behind the trees, okay? And it takes away from really the aesthetics of the schools and the trees. So, but I did notice in some areas they have them limbed, which I guess you call it limbs, trimmed or whatever the case may be, where it
Trimmed up.
trimmed up, right?
Legged up.
yeah, so
Well, legged up, though, I think is what he's saying, so that they have a shade, right? So you can
Right, a
see-
shade,
Yeah.
but you can see through,
Right. See the school.
We clearly don't know exactly what we're talking about up here.
but you get the idea.
That's above our, it's way above our pay grade, but
well, and we have a landscape architect, so when we design the project, we will actually be able to work with her, and the committee will work with her to do the design. And one of the things you do focus on is not cutting off vistas to structures, and that's something that will be taken into consideration.
But definitely that high school and the junior high is desperate for some beautiful trees and some landscaping, So, very good.
Yeah, we don't move Magnolia. Magnolia at all. But dogwood, that's good, and no pear. Pear,
No
the
break for
limbs break
pears.
all out of the trees,
Yeah.
pear tree, limbs everywhere.
They split.
My neighbor have a pear tree. Leaves everywhere, the limbs break.
But if you locate some peace trees, just check it out.
Okay, well, I'm good with that.
Have they had the tree sale for this year?
Pardon?
The tree sale, they normally have a tree sale.
I think that's a different organization.
Yeah,
That's a different organization.
I think that comes through NRCS.
Yeah.
That's what I think, yeah. They have a tree sale.
I think they do that around the art,
Do we need any kind of motion?
Yeah.
So if you would give me permission to move forward in working with the organization and form the committee to start designing the process, if you would.
So moved.
That's,
Been moved and second, all in favor? All
uh,
right, pass five, you good to go.
Yes, ma'am.
As I know you will, keep us posted.
Yeah, keep it posted.
Mr. Beals is learning a lot of new stuff, Mr. Willis.
It's about time we learn something. That's what Bruce told me to say it. He fixed it to me.
If you have some extra that falls off the truck or something, we'll come pick them. I'll tell you what kind I want.
Thank you all, and we'll be in touch.
Thank you all.
so much.
Okay. Item number 6. All right. Approval of May 13, 2025 budget meeting minutes. 6.2, approval of May 13 regular meeting minutes. Approval of May 2025 special call meeting minutes. Can I get approval on that?
So moved.
Second.
We move to second, all in favor? Aye. Passes 5-0. Item number 7, approval of consent item. Anything on consent item you would like to move to action item? If not, can I get approval?
So moved.
It's been moved and second, all in favor? Aye. Passes 5-0. Okay, 8.1 was going to executive session, so we'll go to 8.2.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the board, superintendent, legal counsel. You have before you item 8.2, which is the approval of the claim dockets and acceptance of the financial reports. Within your packets are the claim docket exposures for the month of May, as well as the May financial reports along with expenses. If there are not any questions, if there are, we will pause. If there are not, it is recommended that the Board of Trustees approves the aforementioned claim dockets and accept the financial report as presented for review.
I move that we approve the claims docket and accept the financial documents as presented. Second.
Been moved and second, all in favor?
Aye.
It passes 5-0. 8.3.
Item 8.3 is the bid approval for educational Apple brand products. I'll just go back to the timeline real quick and lead up to today. Permission was granted on February 18th to advertise for educational Apple branded products. The advertisement ran for 2 weeks, March 5th and March 12th. The bid opening was to be held on March 31st, 2025. There was one bid received from Apple Inc. Unfortunately, the bid was submitted after the deadline of 12 o'clock. Consequently, the district had to advertise for a second time. The second advertisement ran for 2 consecutive weeks, April 9th and April 15th. And on April 17th, 2025, the district received the bid from Apple Inc. So Apple restricts vendors from selling a equipment to K through 12 institutions, making them on the source to procure Apple brand products. And we use these products throughout our district and classrooms. It is the recommendation of the superintendent that the board of trustees grant permission to accept the bid from Apple.
This is the sole bid, right?
Yes. It's, we don't call it that now, but that is what, yes, they're the only ones that can fulfill the Apple brand.
So we don't have much of a choice.
No, we do not have that
Okay.
choice. You are
So
absolutely right.
Been moved in second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, passes 5-0.
Thank you so much.
8.4,
Right, well, give a mic to Bruce here on that. So we are on to the approval to accept bids on the 16 section lanes. We have two sections, section 1 and section 3. Let me just say, section 1, Township 8 North, Range 3 West, 110 acres. That is up for bid. And section 3, Township 6 North, Range 4 West, which includes 502.10 acres. They both leases expire June 30th. And we are here now, we are requesting permission to accept the highest bid for the above mentioned 16 section lanes.
So you're not talking about advertising, you're talking about accept the bids that we received already?
Yes, sir. And under the guidance of Bruce, I have one in hand for section 1, and there is one for section 3. And I'm gonna double check to see if there is, Mr. Banks, nobody else is here? Okay. So,
Oh, you saying you
um,
want us to open the bids, is that correct?
yes, we're gonna open them
Not accept.
and accept them, because there's only one for each one, so in this case, I just go ahead and open them up.
Yes, sir.
And just go through it, okay? This is section. I cut myself, don't y'all?
Did you all send out a notification for a bid?
Yes, we went through the proper channels, it's been re-advertised the required amount of times,
Okay.
and yes, ma'am, we put it out there, and we just happen to receive one for each one of these sections. Yes, ma'am, so this is for section 1, we have Main Pass LLC. We're going to spell out the amount received, the check is in the amount of $7,700.
What you got on acreage, is that the ag lease?
This is the section, this is section 1, this is 110 acres, no, this is not the Fisher, and it's not the one that's, doing the fishing. So,
So I know Main Pass has a hunting lease as well as an agricultural lease.
okay,
And I think the size of this
yes, it is hunting and fishing, that's right.
would,
That's right.
and I think the ag lease is about 90
Yeah,
acres.
Big River Farms has the ag lease.
Is it, okay. Same people in a way, but
So Bruce is just within the parameters of what we could anticipate on this? And I know how the law says, whoever has it, to keep it.
so the bid is,
Yeah, that's there, but it's competitive.
the bid is $70 an acre, which is a good bid for a hunting and fishing lease in our area. And the check is here.
You turn the check in?
Make sure it goes,
It's going to be fine.
Bruce, I tell him.
Is that the only,
that's the
You
whole.
know the one for this side.
For section 1.
okay, so we've got another bid for the other section?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
while you're here, if that's something you want to approve, you might as well.
But it's here, man.
I so moved.
Second.
been moved in second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, passes 5-0. 6.5.
Hold on, we got one more.
Part B.
One second.
Reddish.
Section 3, which is, that's 502.10 acres.
Sorry.
I believe you,
Just,
this was, check was not in here. He brought it yesterday and the gentleman came by and I believe
They ain't in there.
must have given us the wrong, I don't know. Yeah, that's it.
why don't you just read out who
The amount, it was from U.S. U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service.
That's the one they sent to the county. Remember they want to verify the account, the county information?
This is, he brought it by yesterday. You said they
Now, he wrote
why?
the paper about it, but he sent the money to the account already.
You said, well, okay.
Just read out what's on.
Okay, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service in the amount of $19,600.
So, what goes on with the Fish and Wildlife Service lease is this. The federal government cannot commit dollars for any budgetary period before, any budgetary period beyond the end of their current budget year. So what they do is partner with the Nature Conservancy. The Nature Conservancy pays for the lease, but it's administered by the Fish and Wildlife Service. It's down there adjacent to the wildlife area that they have down Cranfield, southern Adams County. So that's why you don't have a check in there, but I think you've already gotten payment on that. So they are the leaseholder, but their rent is paid by a charitable organization. So a charitable organization, Nature Conservancy, is paid it for last 10 years. Two terms, I guess this is the third that I'm aware of.
I guess I'm a little slow here. So who's submitting a proposal for this particular portion of this particular area?
U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service.
U.S. Fish and Wildlife, not private.
No, but the
Is
rental
it
payment.
reimbursed?
Mhm.
Okay.
The
it's
rental
reimbursed.
payment is advanced by Nature Conservancy. They get reimbursed from the Fish and Wildlife on a yearly basis.
Okay, so this is something, a regular kind of process.
It is, I mean, we confected it 10 years ago so that Fish and Wildlife would be able to bid and get the property for
This is
them.
probably the first time we addressed this in the last 9 or 10 years.
Well, there would have been every 5 years, so maybe
Okay, I just don't.
the second time in 10 years.
Okay.
But it's some we contracted with in the full.
We have done this before, yes.
Okay. So we need to take action, right?
Yes, sir. Let me see. Just if you want a per acre price, I think. That is $39.03 per acre. Again, it's a larger tract than the one we just did, so that price on the smaller tract goes up, but that's a fine bid for a track that size.
So how should the motion be?
Approve the bid of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife on Section 3, hunting and fishing lease for fishing.
Yes.
I move that we accept the two lowest and best bids and only bids
Right.
for our 16 section land. Second.
Been moved and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Passes 5-0. 8.5.
Oh, here.
Oh, she brought on?
She's prepared.
Oh, she from the country.
Yes,
Sure ain't no knife.
Good afternoon, Mr. James, members of the board, Ms. McDonald. I'm requesting approval to open the bids for exceptional services, instructional services for professional development, language, speech pathology, and positive behavior specialists.
They will do today?
Yes. Yes.
And then we'll come back.
Um,
We'll come back.
Proposal for behavior specialist services by Fluency Plus. Language speech pathology by Bridget Moore. Okay, coach and mentoring services by Keith First. Academic Allies Consulting Firm, professional development.
Same thing.
Professional development by Rosemont Consulting Services. Positive behavior services by Rosemont Consulting Services. The Excellent Group.
What group?
The Excellence Group. Professional development. Professional development by the Bailey Group. It's all the same. Disparity, positive behavior,
That's why I would say that one again.
Expatriate, EXPATIATE. Yes, the same program, the same company for speech language pathology. Same company again for professional development. And that's all.
What you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna review them and I'll bring them back to the board for approval.
Alright,
Okay.
they gonna review them.
We need that.
Do we need to, we need to
Action to
accept?
have that, yeah.
what do we need?
Table.
Table.
Call for motion, we table those bids. For the,
Second.
Thank you.
Moved and second, all in favor? Okay, passes 5-0. All right, 8.6.
did you hear him?
Mayor, I need to file a report.
Damn, well,
She just dropped the mic.
8.6. What we got?
Yes, Ms. Butler is at a federal programs conference. Item 8.6 is recommendation that the board approves the contractual services of Cathedral with School Leadership Center coaching. School Leadership Center is dedicated to improving schools by inspiring and developing instructional leadership among principals and other educational leaders, thereby impacting student achievement. Administrators and teachers at Cathedral will consult with the School Leadership Center for coaching on student engagement, high expectations, technology use, student collaboration, equitable learning, well-managed learning environments, active learning, and progress monitoring. They have consulted with SLC in the past using Title II allocations. So it's the recommendation that the board approves.
so moved.
Second.
Been moved and second, all in favor? And passes 5-0. 8.7, Mr. Byrd.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen on the board once more, superintendent and legal counsel. We have before you item 8.7, which is the approval of general liability insurance renewal. Have a cheap page or something. I feel like we just did it, came so fast. So, renew it each
We haven't
year.
done
It's due to expire this June 30.
Oh.
So we are trying to approve the renewal.
Is this right here, same?
It's, here, let me get it. We don't have it. I'll make sure we have both. It's 2 pages. Liberties on top. And then MSBA is on the bottom.
We got
Y'all got them?
Cost up or down?
In comparison to last year, it's up about $75,000.
Up by 75,000.
About $75,000 last year. And,
nothing.
it's just the industry.
Insurance, that's what makes it matter.
It's like a $30,000 difference between the two quotes though, so that's at least they.
What do you mean, 30,000, we know that, $100,000?
Yeah, so MSBA is about $30,000 cheaper than Liberty Mutual, and that's a 2-page sum.
MSB, that's where we go to.
It's like a pool, yes.
So that's best go with them.
And it's a pooled insurance, and in this case, we recommended that we go with Liberty Mutual, just because of the stability factor and the claims.
As opposed to the $30,000
That's right,
less?
as opposed to MSBA, yes, sir.
Say that again, are you rushing?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, the claims experience, we've been with Liberty Mutual now for how many years? Do you have any idea, at least?
Is this one with $100,000?
This one has a $500,000 for wind and hail deductible per occurrence.
Which one is that, Liberty?
Yes, for wind and hail now.
So
But
are we saying, Mr. Byrd,
yes,
our choices are the cheaper insurance that doesn't pay a claim, the more expensive insurance that might pay a claim? Because I know that with my homeowner's insurance, that's what I'm usually looking at.
Right.
With me?
well, MSBA it's a pretty good option, but it is a pooled insurance. So it's just when you look at Liberty Mutual would have been a private insurer like that, there is no risk of if you need to get a claim on something, you gotta worry about that limit being shared with other entities. They have a maximum limit in a pooled insurance in that group.
So what you're saying, with Liberty, we have $500,000 deductible.
That is only for wind and hail now, for anything else it's like 10,000.
So if, well, let's just say, if it blow off $400,000 worth of the shingles or whatever we got out there, rocks. We gotta pay that out of pocket, cause there's no need to pay it for it to get fixed.
Right, that's right.
They ain't got nothing cheaper than
It's
that.
per occurrence, right. Now, the MSBA has a cheaper
But they don't pay you.
for wind and hail. And it's been pretty good. Now, we haven't heard of any issues. It's just, it's
You don't know.
a small risk factor with it being a pooled insurance. I've heard claims were paid. I heard it's a pretty decent option. It's just, looking at this,
Well, okay, I understand
You know,
that. No, I was telling her I need to go with FEMA insurance.
no, I'm trying to figure out
but hey, yeah.
the justification. We still got a $500,000 deductible for wind and SBA. How long has this,
Well, let me say,
that pool's been operating?
the pool, I think since like 2012, I want to say. Let's see.
I'm talking about
The pool insurance.
Right.
Yeah, since 2012 is what I was talking about, 2012.
Do you have an idea as to how many school districts are part of that pool?
8 to 10.
8 to 10?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
they ain't get paid, the rest of them get paid. If you got 10 customers, you all go there with that 10 make it have left. I just take my chance on wind and hail.
And Liberty went up like 2 years ago. So it was 500,000 last year. It's 500,000 if we choose to renew them. You go with them as the renewal for the next year. It's $500,000. But for wind and hail only now. All the other things, property losses, that's $10,000 deductible. So there are several small deductibles.
So what insurance do we have that goes through here?
For the legal?
The guy in Natchez. Yeah, what insurance is that?
You got workers' comp.
Yes, for legal, that's it.
Yeah.
Workers' comp.
That's what he wrote, was the workers' comp,
What's the name?
Tate Hodge.
That's right.
Okay.
So we talking about Tate Hodges with where we have the $100,000 deductible? Well, we get $100,000 deductible.
We got insurance here with.
Can I kind of try to clean up
Go
what,
ahead.
so we, the school board, has in the past, insured through a pool. And I'm gonna say that was fairly early on when pools were approved to insure. I'm the problem, for MSBA and the pool, because what happens can happen to us is you pay a premium, in this case, $1 million and some odd dollars, and based on the experience of everybody in the pool, they can look back, audit, and say, you owe another $150,000 based on our experience of losses for this previous year. So when it became pretty onerous years ago, the board made the decision to exit the pool and buy traditional insurance that covers you for a premium for a period of time. We paid premium assessments for 3 years after that coverage ended. So it exposed the board to kind of some unknowns in planning and so forth. So I've never been too crazy about the pool. And to be frank, that was not the MSBA pool. It was the municipal pool, which was insuring cities and others. MSBA, I think, was created to reduce the risk of other type insurers. But with the Liberty Mutual, that includes your general liability insurance, your personal property and real property damage repair. And it includes the RSUI policy that covers y'all as trustees of the school district. And we've been familiar with that. We know generally what the coverage is. It's not perfect, but you at least have 5 to 7 years of experience with it, maybe even more than that. So
So Bruce, what you're saying is, this is a real clear, basic, clear insurance. If we get with a pool, it's kind of like, and the only thing I have to compare it with is some sort of HOA situation where you're with a group, you never know when you might be assessed, depending on the pool. This is real clear cut. We know
Just-
what we're getting, well,
it just
it
defines,
defines, this is what
This
we're
is-
covered for, this is
For
what we
a period
know,
of that
the other
period of
is
time.
not clear.
well, yeah, well,
So we're paying for that clarity.
Let me ask, Sandra, can, off the top of your head, could you give me like how many claims we may have had over the last year through this insurance policy?
I'm not certain.
We have that one theft somewhere on
West.
Fraser.
Frazier?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Yes.
And that was 10,000?
That's right, that's 10,000 deductible
Right.
for those things.
Okay, and how much are we paying for insurance?
For this year?
Yes, for what you're talking about now?
For the next year?
Yeah,
Yeah,
$1,000,001.
yes,
Correct.
that's right.
out of our budget,
Yes, sir.
and we collected $10,000 last year.
But
But
what
we
we're
got-
buying is the.
But we have to have the coverage.
I understand that, but I'm just saying, I'm looking at the numbers in terms of, and then it's going up 70,000.
Yes, sir.
That comes out of our budget.
Yes, sir.
So we're spending about $70,000 more plus over $1 million or whatever. And if things go like they did last year, we'll get back 10,000.
Or legacy claims or no claim.
Right. But we're getting coverage, Mr.
Yeah.
West, we're not, we're covered in case of
It's
emergency.
no different than having auto insurance or home insurance.
Oh, I
Hopefully you
know.
don't ever need it, but if you do, you have it. Unfortunately, this just has a large price tag attached.
I understand, I just
But we
wanna
do
make sure-
understand why people in California are dropping their insurance, don't we?
Right, and you know, because they've been advertising lately about car insurance and this kind of thing, and most of the people who get the money are agents as opposed to, you actually not paying for it, so 7% of what you pay is going back to the agent as opposed to the coverage yourself, okay? So I'm just trying to, get in my mind what the numbers are.
I think we got about 50+ thousand back for the Fraser situation. The
Yep.
deductible was 10,000, but it was about 50.
And these insurance companies have become so large, and they're basically investment banks. So they don't pay out so that they can keep the money. That's what's going on. And this is something that's larger than we, but it's the insurance industry itself, that's what we're fighting, I think.
the problem for y'all is that you and the district, and some administrators, but it's board issues that really create problems for y'all, and the insurance is extremely important to you for what you do. And I realize it's expensive, but it's been expensive for years.
But it's becoming more expensive each year. It's getting more and more expensive, so taxpayers need to know we're getting revenue, liability, having to pay for certain expenses that are constantly going up.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
And taxpayers should
And all
know it because they're,
categories.
all insurance is
That's
covered.
correct. I mean, we're talking about just one particular area right now. We're
That's
not even
right.
talking about the other,
That's right.
everything. I've never seen healthcare coverage going up, everything. And we don't have any other choice other than to have some kind of insurance. And if we get the wrong deal, then we blame Mr. Bird.
It is great and bad news. We have perfect. You talking about, you come back, you got my man here. Bird, that's why I call it Brad. Okay. All right, here, Mr. Bird, we give you You get a motion, you got the civil bird.
Well, I'll make a motion that we agree with Mr. Bird's recommendation and go with the Liberty Mutual.
It's been moving second, all in favor.
I would love to hear both sides.
It's passed.
Liberty, liberty, liberty.
Okay, Mr. Bird, you'll be
We
a.
got one more, man, one more. You know what I'm saying? You can just say,
Come on,
yeah, ahead of time. We ain't gotta talk about it.
Bird gonna win us out out here. Put on, man.
You just say, yeah, ahead of time. Move on.
You can't,
This is,
It's locked.
I know it, you can't.
He locked it, we don't want no snacks.
He went over there,
thanks for this.
I'm
Did something breaking that down, man. Oh, look, don't break it.
Eat you one snack. He locked it up, no snack eating going this. All right, go ahead on, Mr. Bird.
Okay, next item
I say
is
don't make me sick.
item 8.8.
Bring it.
Kill him,
Go ahead.
The approval of school transportation services. The current contract with Echo Ride in Mississippi is due to expire June 30, 2025. Within the agreement we have in place right now, there's a one-time 4-year renewal option enforceable by mutual agreement between both parties, the district and with the vendor. This term will start July 1st, 2025 and end June 30, 2029. It is recommended that we exercise this one-time 4-year renewal option with Echo Ride and approve the extended contract.
What's the difference in price? Because I think
It is
compared to last year.
5. So in comparison to last year, it's about 2.2 million last year, and it's 2.5 this year.
So there's $300,000 more.
That's right. And just, I gotta put it out there for their perspective. This is still more than the competitors 4 years ago. They're at their lowest bid. So this new renewal price is less than what one of the competitors provided to us 4 years ago. So it's, there is definitely, the escalation is up. Insurance cost goes up for them. Maintenance costs, drivers pay. They got, placement of new buses built in. So, I mean, I feel that it's reasonable considering that. I mean, it's all expensive, but just looking at where it is now, and then just looking at the market where you had somebody 4 years ago, and they're still below that number, I feel that's pretty reasonable.
Well, you gave us notice on this earlier.
Yes, sir.
Because there were no other bids or whatever. We didn't have a
We didn't
bid
place it out for
process.
bids,
That's
we
right.
opted to just, negotiate a renewal because of the cost savings that we're still seeing versus competitors.
And we can do this on transportation, right, Bruce?
Yes, sir. You may have a,
Just have a negotiation with the
Absolutely.
present contract.
yes, sir.
Kill it.
Y'all,
I'll offer a motion based on Mr. Bird's recommendation of for the transportation contract
okay?
as being the best bid. Yes,
That's
option. If you call it an option.
Thank
You
you.
got your seven, so all in favor?
Uh,
Passes 5-0.
Thank you.
All right, 8.9.
Mr. James, member of the board, Ms. McDonald. Agenda item 8.9 is a request for approval to implement a $250 monthly preschool fee for the 2025-2026 school year. And our reason for asking for this request is because currently NASD preschool program is currently funded primarily through state grant allocations and Title I funds. Recent reduction in category of grant amounts and increased operational costs has prompted a need to assess modest family fee to ensure the program's sustainability without reducing classroom staffing or instructional support. As listed on the agenda item, our 2024-2025 allocation amount was $200,000. That amount has decreased below 50%, as you can see. Now it's $96,552. So in order for us to sustain our program, we have to apply a monthly fee, and this is something we did this about 3 years ago. We always had a monthly fee, but because we had gotten the grant, we eliminated it. So now we have a need to go back to the monthly fee.
Where was the grant from? Where was the grant from?
In the preschool grant. As I stated, when we first got the grant 3 years ago, it was $200,000 per year. So we were able to get a renewal, but as you can see, it's been cut tremendously.
So the grant funds have been low.
Yes, nice.
Right.
For us, yes.
Yes.
For us, we
Yes.
not feeling bad.
No, sir, and I'll provide you a copy of that, but there have been several news articles, regarding the schooling of the pre-K grant. And there were some districts like us that receive only a portion or a smaller percentage of funding for this year versus some other schools.
Okay.
And the rationale was?
Whatever their, processing or evaluation or rating process that they use for the grants.
Okay.
Well, let me ask you this question. I saw an announcement from NBA that they're gonna give out $21 million or something like that.
And we
The 20 school districts.
That's right.
Who is that now?
That came out today.
NBA.
I'm not aware of that.
Yeah.
They announced that they were gonna give, I think it was 20 or
It's
21.
20 schools districts that
That
have
follows the
county
same
one.
grant. Give me just a moment.
Yeah, but they did have a list of, school districts
Mm-hmm.
that got the grant money, and I think it was in that,
We
we
had,
have about 20 something.
So we got the grant money, but it's
We got it,
reduced.
yes.
Say what now?
From $200,000 a year to $96,000.
It's reduced.
So it says here that the Mississippi State Board of Education awarded $24 million. Is that what you're talking about?
Right,
This
yeah.
is the same grant.
That's the same grant.
This is the
This
same
is-
grant.
So that's, 96 is our portion of that
Yes.
24 million,
Yes.
So it was a
but it's been
reduction.
reduced.
Yes.
Thank you, but no thank you. Something like that.
We appreciate.
well, something is better than none.
Yes, and the $250 a month is actually still lower than daycare.
Right.
Yeah.
And the parents are aware, because we informed them when we start the registration process. And we still, they didn't care, because it's still cheaper, because your daycare, they charge you about $500 a month. I mean, I'm sorry, yeah, 120, yeah, 500 a month.
So
And
this
we're
is
talking
still
about
half
$250 a month.
Is there any sliding scale for income?
We currently do not have a sliding scale, but what I have discussed with Dr. Morrison and the administrative team at West, that if we have parents who communicate having difficulty with that amount, to please contact them. We want to work with those students. We don't want to exclude any children.
So we're talking about $70 a week, something like that? You say it's $250 a month? Okay. And you all are,
Two children.
and if you, Tim, did I understand you to say if there's a hardship or 2 or 3 or whatever, the parents can't even afford that?
We will work with those families.
Okay.
We will work with
If they won't have that child, yes,
Right.
we'll work with them.
those. Yes.
Any more questions? If not, it's the recommendation of the superintendent that the board approve us to implement $250 a month preschool fee for the 2025-2026 school year.
So moved.
And moving second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, passes 5-0. Okay. Well, you, 8.10.
8.10, Mr. James, members of the board, is a recommendation that the board approves the continuation of our contractual agreement with our grant writer. Just as a recap, for this past school year, we were awarded $13,000 for AEDs through the support of our grant writer, the pre-K tutoring at $200,000. The MCOPS grant, which covers security $20,000, and we are waiting, an announcement from McKinney Bento, which is the homeless grant, which is, an amount of about $50,000. So, we are pleased with the services that we have received from our grant writer. She is currently in the process of helping us write for the 21st Century Grant, at approximately $400,000. So hopefully and prayerfully, we will be awarded, the 21st Century Grant, but we want to continue grant writing services.
When is that due, 21st Century Grant application?
June 30th is the deadline.
So she's already writing,
Yes,
or has written.
yes, she's right.
Okay.
And what her name is again?
Keisha Campbell. Ms. Campbell. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right.
So moved.
It's been moved
Second.
and second, all in favor?
Aye.
It passed 5-0. 8.11.
8.11 is a recommendation that the board approves of MOU with the Mississippi State Department of Health to implement, to accept the PrEP grant. The PrEP grant will cover resources that are needed to implement creating healthy and responsible team initiatives. As you all are aware, the board had to identify the type of sex education curriculum that they would implement in the district. Our district chose Abstinence Plus. Along with that, there are curriculum needs, curriculum resources that are needed in order to make certain that we implement that particular education course for our students. And so this grant would afford us the resources. We would receive resources through this grant. So it is a recommendation that we enter into this MOU.
Who is MSDH?
Mississippi Department of Health.
Health, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So moved.
It's been moved, all in favor?
Aye.
Passes 5-0. 8.12.
8.12 is a recommendation to approve.
Did we just do that?
No. We just did 8.11. It's a recommendation to approve the purchase of Renaissance platform for Cathedral. Renaissance is our star reading platform, it's accelerated reading platform, and these will come out of title funds.
Okay.
So these are things they've applied to the federal government for.
This is a part of their
Their
portion
federal
of our
application
application. Yes,
that goes through us.
yes,
But is really, we have nothing to do with it except that the funds go through us.
correct,
For accountability for the government.
yes.
Been moved and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Passes 5-0. 8.13.
Mr. James, members of the board, item 8.13 is a facility use request. The Zeta Delta Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, they're hosting a chapter retreat, and they would like to use the cafeteria at Natchez Middle School on Saturday, June 14th. They'll be in there from approximately 7 a.m. to 11 a.m.
We haven't leased. I thought we had leased.
We do have an agreement, however, this is another site, they want to use another site.
When?
June 14th.
Oh, look, that
It's over, Tom?
was what the application said.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's the 17th.
Today is the 17th.
It's the 17th? The day is the 17th, so wait a minute. Y'all know? Well, I tell you what we do. We'll figure it out over in Natchez, over at Robert Lewis. They can go over there as much as they want. Open the door for them. And when they figure it out, then they can get back with us. Right now, that's the door.
I thought somebody was already over there. I thought
They over there. Yeah, just go on over there and figure it out. They got a cafeteria.
Why are they asking for permission to use cafeteria if they're already over there?
It's a different site.
Is that the middle school?
They have an agreement for Robert.
Oh, this is the middle school.
This is Natchez Middle School.
Oh, okay.
but they don't know when they have.
It's probably me, I don't know what they
Stay
have.
over
But
there.
they ain't gonna make them name, you don't have orders. I'm back to
Y'all
right
stay over
here.
there.
She told me that. Some more that too. If I would, they figured out, let me know something.
Y'all stop picking on that KA.
Thank you.
I saw them, you know what it is. Y'all don't know nothing.
Second.
I tell you what, now, we can't settle that.
Make the motion.
We ask these people what they think, you know,
They don't know.
they don't even know.
Can we make a quick phone call?
Yeah.
Y'all don't know for real?
No, we can find out.
Do you know how much we have on our plates?
Don't worry about it, just approve it, it's gonna pass here, we
Don't think I knew
got
about
big time people in here. Okay, you said, y'all something?
It's been moved.
Okay, can we get a vote on it?
Thank you.
You gonna vote on this? You know that. Okay, last vote 0. If one of them abstain, one of
Free
them
access as far as I'm concerned.
Thank you, bro.
free access to Robert Lewis.
AKA do a whole lot of good work.
Thank you.
Hey, I tell you what,
I think they deserve.
send them out there to Natchez College, and I bet they'll figure it out quick, them snakey thing. I think it's only 27.
All 4 of y'all.
Oh, these ladies right here, these two
All
ladies.
four.
Right
With
here.
her.
I know 4 with her, I think right there.
Yeah,
And then the other
She got her 25.
look here,
Sir.
Look. Wait. She got her, Dr. Jimmy got her 25 years, okay. The one got her 25 years. Angela.
How many you
What that at
got?
night?
was 30.
What you have?
How many you got?
She is 94.
30.
I'm 21.
You 21.
21 years old?
Y'all be.
Okay, well, they got the play now, so.
So this is, the original request was for June 4th. They did not host, I'm sorry, June 14th. They did not post it on June 14th, but we will work with them to identify.
Okay, no problem. Well, we at 8.14 now, they got.
8.14, is a request for student travel overnight. The Golden Flashes, our flag team, they have an opportunity to attend an overnight camp at USM. They will definitely learn to perfect their technique. The students will be housed in the dorms on the campus. And this trip is contingent on fundraiser that they're having. So we request.
how many flag team members do we have? Approximately.
Approximately 15 to 20. Good group now.
Okay.
So we're requesting approval for overnight travel for them.
So moved.
Second.
Moving second, all in favor? Passes 5-0. Okay, 8.15.
8.15, Mr. James, members of the board requesting approval for the student dress code. There are no changes, but the only adjustments for middle school, they'll wear different colors to determine, to differentiate between 7th graders and 8th graders. And
Will that be a change from last year?
yes,
What are the colors?
colors for 7th grade will be solid navy or gray for the shirts. 8th grade, gold or white. So,
Okay, is that particular, I guess I know the answer to this question, is there a particular reason for that?
well, we definitely, they can make sure that nobody's on the part of the campus where they should not be. So if you'll be able to quickly identify a 7th grader or an 8th grader.
But now, all of our dress code, the uniforms, they can go to any place to get
Yes.
them as long
Yes.
as they're,
No changes from last year.
yeah. I mean, I just want access for people to
Access.
be able to get uniforms if they want to go to a cheaper place.
Yes, and we'll continue the process that we used last year. If there are any families who are in need of assistance with security uniforms, we support them.
Good.
So 7th grade is what?
Navy and gray.
So they have two colors they can wear.
Same shirt. There you go. I just
What are
want,
they grade?
Gold or white?
they can buy a new shirt.
So we have white shirts.
7th grade
And they
boots.
probably ain't got church on that.
Mm-hmm.
You need a shirt.
Yeah, the colors are within everything that we've already
Right.
been using.
You gotta buy a new shirt.
Okay.
All right, y'all ready to approve? 8.16, can I get approved?
So moved.
Second.
Then move second, all in favor? Passes 5-0.
Thank you.
Administrative report 9.1. Oh, yeah, 8.16, I'm ready.
8.16 is a recommendation that the board approves an increase in the daily pay rate for non-certified staff who are on the pathway to certification. The recruitment and retention process for our employees has become extremely competitive this year. We have several teachers, non-certified teachers. These are employees who have degrees but do not have standard teaching licenses, who are in the classroom fulfilling the roles and responsibilities of a certified teacher. For the 24-25 school year, our pay rate was $150 per day. We are requesting to move that to $190 per day. The daily rate for certified teachers with 0 years of experience is approximately $221. For those teachers who are enrolled in a program, who are working towards standard licensure, we want to move them closer to that amount, just to remain competitive in our area.
2 questions from me. How many employees are we talking about and how much money are we talking about? And if we have any allocations in our budget to set aside for?
So by our estimates, based upon the number of employees who would fall into this category, we're estimating approximately $37,400 increase.
For all of,
Yes, so looking at the difference between the 150 and the 190, we're talking about $37,400.
okay,
Yes, and that will come out of our general operating funds, as they would with any other teacher.
right. But it wasn't categorized as that in our budget.
So that would, that portion that still plays, that budget, that personnel allocation, that would come out of that allocation. And remember that in our budgeting, we had some area to work with.
Yeah.
I mean, my concern, of course, is motivating teachers, and I don't know, it's looming, it's still looming, it hadn't changed.
It's not looming.
It's here.
It's here.
And anything that we can do, these are peanuts, but anything we can do to keep the teachers that we have in place.
And just to consider that although I am not a standard certified employee, I'm in the classroom every day.
Doing the same work.
I'm teaching, I'm grading, I'm attending professional development, and we want to show that we recognize their efforts.
Okay,
So moved.
Second?
it's been moved and second, all in favor? Passes 5-0. Okay. Administrative report, board calendar for the board. Anything you want to add or take off the board calendar and give it to Ms. Davis? She will assist you in that. 9.2, superintendent's update.
Limited in our updates this month. I will update the board that our beta unit from Morgantown and Natchez Middle School will be able to attend the national conference in Orlando, Florida. We thank our community sponsor who gave a hefty donation, was Magnolia Bluff, who provided a generous donation in order to help our efforts to get our students to this national conference. I will say that it has been challenging this year, and we're going to work this upcoming school year to determine how to increase the number of students that we're able to get to these national conferences, because our students deserve to be recognized on that level. But when you consider we have approximately 4 or 5 units with a price tag of about $18,000 to $20,000 per unit, that was just a difficult feat for us.
So the other units are not going?
McLaurin and the high school are unable to attend.
Unable to?
Are unable to attend.
Also, for Morgantown to be able to go, Little Miss Alcorn State University, Kristen Carter gave a very generous donation to Morgantown. So we are very thankful for her and her mother for making that happen.
And the district was able to
Christine
provide some
Carter, you
support.
said?
Yes,
Okay. She's over PTA, isn't she?
yes.
She was.
She was a PTA president.
Okay.
Okay,
This week, for the last 3 weeks, administrators, NASD administrators have been involved in administrative work sessions as we gear up for the 25-26 school year. We're excited about the work that we've been doing. We just believe that that will have some positive impact for our school district and for our students. So I applaud them for their efforts. It's been work sessions. We're not retreating, but we've had productive time.
okay. All right. Anything?
That's all that I have.
Okay, school board report, Dr. Rousey?
As usual, everybody please stay safe.
All right, Mr. Will,
No, sir, nothing.
Dr. Point?
I guess this is public, Tony, about that we have a teacher for the strings quartet. Is that sort of public?
She is on this board report, Dr. Bunch.
Okay,
She did commit to us,
okay.
and she is excited to be coming on board for next year.
So Tony has worked in East Tennessee. I applaud both of you all for having secured a teacher for the string quartet, string orchestra ensemble, which serves a great group of kids who've been doing violin and cello, and they're just wonderful to hear. So we had to struggle, and Tony worked real hard, and Miss Tennessee did too, and I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And this person,
I can't pronounce her name, Tony.
I can't either. We're gonna call her Dr.
She's
Z.
Dr.
Dr.
V.
V.
She is the wife of an Alcorn strings professor.
she lives in Natchez,
Port
They live
Gibson.
in Port Gibson.
Port Gibson.
Okay.
She'll be traveling each state of Natchez.
But it is hard to
She'll
find
be traveling each
strings.
state of Natchez from Port Gibson.
Okay.
We should be here.
Yes.
Good.
It's great.
All right.
Yes, I had the pleasure of attending one of our board's retirement party celebration. And I just want to congratulate you for all of your years of service to Alcorn State. I must say, a time was had. Yes.
7. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, we good.
I'm happy. Thank you all for coming out at the board meeting and continue to come out.
I'll offer motion to have a closed determination.
Second.
Moving yourself. All in favor?
Aye.
It passes 5-0. And cold determination.